people wouldn't be so mad about your platform if it was nothing, they wouldn't even care about it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So the people that are not getting on it or getting as much love on there as they expect that they should get, they only feel like that because it is working.
I'm in the #1 blog in the universe, man. We live in the heart of Aurora with Big Grit, man. Mississippi and Sable.
Yes, sir. Like I said, you know what the fuck going on.
Talk to him, man. What's the importance of this location?
I mean, you know, I ain't gonna lie to you. I feel like any nigga from Aurora really knows if they really know shit. You know what I'm saying? This is like the heart. You know what I'm saying? We got the Coves over here. We got Fat Mart. We got the Sev. Like, you know what I'm saying? This is like a lot of history in this motherfucking spot right here, especially for, you know what I'm saying, turfers. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, man. Well, let's talk about it. You've been dropping tapes consistently, man. Talk to them. What's the new music they need to go check out right now?
I mean, I just dropped Grit for President 3. That's a trilogy, man. I can't even believe I done came this far where I got 2 tapes. I got fucking 3 of them. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So definitely check that out. I got a lot of features on that motherfucker, especially motherfuckers from the city and shit, you know.
Hell yeah.
I got a tape coming out with K Baby, or EP with K Baby coming sometime this year. That'll be the 4th tape. I got one with Ray Reed, so that'll be the 5th. And then I got the biggest dropping on January 1st, 2024. So, you know, staying consistent with it. Got some work. Got a lot of videos coming. You know.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah, and Fuba Hated too. I almost forgot that shit with nigga FVP Mall and FVP West. You know.
Yeah.
For your guys.
Real quick on that situation, since you bring it up, I mean, how you feeling about that current situation with the recent news, you know, him getting locked up and stuff?
I mean, shit, bro, you know, we talked about this shit off camera a lot of times. Like, that's still my little brother, so that shit hurt, but,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying? And then, like, I didn't even realize how big bro was until I started seeing, like, you know what I'm saying, everything they talk about him from shit that happened at his court date and shit like that. It's just crazy how people keep up with this situation.
Right.
I don't really want to speak on what happened at the court. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's none of my business of speaking on.
Yeah.
But it's just wild how people pick up on this. It's like, I don't know. Like, you know what I'm saying? If I went to jail, ain't nobody talking about that. He go to jail, it's like everywhere.
Everyone's on that.
It's just crazy.
Nah, for real. What about Reed, man? How come y'all be at every show together, man? You got music, man. Like, how'd y'all tap in and get
That's
so
big bro.
locked
Like,
in?
I'm telling you, like, we're all from around here. Like, he's another Aurora that, like, you feel me? That's been big bro for like years. You know what I'm saying? Since I was a little jit type. You know what I'm saying? But bro, just like, I don't know, I feel like he just helped my career go to like a different level. Like, you know what I'm saying? I was kind of getting, you know, with music, man, you can kind of get worn out with this shit after a while.
No,
you know what I'm saying?
sure,
I invested so much money and I felt like it wasn't going nowhere. Like, even doing interviews like this, I wasn't getting none of that shit, no shows. So I kind of was like, you know what I'm saying? I was like, damn, I think I might need to make another little change. But bro told me, like, I don't know, he just made me re-believe in myself again more. You know what I'm saying? Gave me like a little energy boat and started getting me into shows and just kind of put me under his wing, and you know what I'm saying? It changed a lot of shit, and then ever since then my shit been kind of going up. So
right.
Yeah.
Hey, y'all excuse the opera in the background, man. They be trying to.
Yeah, I don't want nobody loitering over here.
Yeah. they don't do this at every spot. That's how you know.
Nah, they don't want niggas sitting out front of here.
Right. But anyways, man. What about S-Dot? You know, when he came out here from Chicago, I mean, y'all got some work in, right?
Yeah, we got some work in. You gonna catch Muhammad in the video. He's in that motherfucker. I got some work in with him and BOE Sosa when they was down here. Shout out Fresh Films, man. I think people got to put more respect on his name in the city too, man. He's bringing a lot of artists out here. He's just making a lot of motion for us out here, cause like, as far as like some of the biggest shows I ever did, like the EBK Young Jock, that was him. That shit was sold out. That was my first sold out show I ever did. You know what I'm saying? So I think he needs to get a lot more respect than what he's getting right now too, for sure.
Yeah, he been going crazy with the shows. What I like about Fresh is he brings a lot of the upcoming artists, you feel me, who making noise right now in the industry and shit.
Yeah. So. He brought out BOE Sosa, Lil Pete, EBK Young Jock, S-Dot,
Sada Baby.
KD Baby, Sada Baby. Shit, they been going crazy. Like, and then the thing is too, he taps me in with all these artists when they come out here. That's why you gotta have good networking, man.
No, for real.
Cause it really, like, it's all in who you know, to be honest with you.
Hell yeah. So I see the kicks, man. You got some customs, man. Talk to him about that shit, bro. Not everyone has those out here.
Yep, ain't nobody gonna have these. These is one-on-one. You gotta tap in with Backwoods Bay on Instagram. She goes crazy with the customs, and right now, like, you know what I'm saying, she just getting started with the shit, so it's not super pricey like that, man. Tap in for the price run, man.
Nah, for real, man. Okay, man. What should the people be on the lookout for? I know you brought up all the music and stuff you got on the way. What kind of advice you got for artists, you know? Like, given the fact that you've been making some moves, making new waves recently, like, what do you feel is the biggest difference between like now and, you know, when you first started and shit?
All right, so I'm gonna start from the first question. What you be on the lookout for is this, man. This year I'm going crazy with the merch, DOT, which means don't overthink music. You feel me?
Yep.
About to have all this shit. I got hats, I got motherfucking shirts, hoodies, all that shit stitched. You know what I'm saying? So that's the first thing to look out for, man. I gotta really start making more money off of merch to like help. You know what I'm saying? My music career and all that type of shit. But and the second question was what to tell artists.
Yeah, like, cause you know, you said at the beginning you felt like it was tough to get motion and stuff like that. What do you feel like you're doing now that's kind of different, that's helping you get motion in the city with the shows, with the interviews, videos, stuff like that?
I feel like, to be honest, man, you just gotta stay consistent. And like something Ray told me that kind of stuck with me is like, you don't lose unless you quit. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes you just gotta realize like every moment ain't your moment, but as long as you know what I'm saying, you stay ready, you don't gotta get ready type of shit. You know what I'm saying? So when your time is now, like it's good. Like I remember the first time when I did the shit with Sauce Walker, like I was nervous as fuck, but I knew I was ready because I done honed my skills. Like I knew I was ready for that moment type of shit. So like when I went into the booth, it wasn't like no nerves. Like I did have them, but you know what I'm saying? I knew it was time for me to perform. It's like a game. You know what I'm saying? Like if you play sports, you understand. Like you get them pre-game nerves, and when you get on the field or you get on the court, man, it's time to perform.
No, that's real.
And staying consistent, man, that's the main thing. I got shit I can show you on camera. I got about 450 songs. Probably like at least 350 unreleased, so you gotta stay in the studio, just stay honing your craft, man. Because realistically, I just feel like we were just talking about in the car, if you stay in people's face enough, man, eventually they're gonna give you a crack, you know what I'm saying? And if you got 1 or 2 good songs and they look at your shit, they're gonna start looking through your category or your catalog and shit like that, and then you might really make, like, you know what I'm saying? Some fans you never thought you would make before, so stay consistent, man. And 2, fucking network.
Right.
And stay out your feelings, because I'm telling you, like, not for real though, because sometimes you take shit personal, like with the bloggers or producers or engineers or other artists, because they expect certain type of things, but they worked hard to get there. So like sometimes you gotta pay homage and you gotta pay the cost if that's what you really want. You feel me? Like I never really been a person that was afraid to pay money for what I wanted to do with my career. That's why I feel like I accelerated kind of fast too. I bought features. I mean, shit, you didn't see me a lot, like you said. You see me with Sauce Walker, S-Dot, BOE, Sosa, like, all that shit costs money, man. And producing, like, the producers, the engineering. Shout out my nigga, Augmented Nick, man. If y'all don't know who that is, definitely go tap in with him.
He's probably the hottest engineer in the city,
he's the most fire engineer out here. You got credits for all the big artists, man. You go into his basement, you see pictures with him and Gucci, man. Him and Lil Wayne. Like, if you don't know him, and for 50 an hour, man, you can't beat that shit, bro. Y'all gotta tap in with him. He gonna change your music too.
He's showing love to the city, man.
Hell yeah.
No lie, man.
That whole biggest tape is with him. You know what I'm saying? The whole biggest tape, he engineered it. So that one's gonna be crazy. And he's doing the mix and mastering for me. Definitely be on the lookout for that. That's the tape I'm really the most excited for coming forward.
Now I noticed you had you know, I want to touch on the bloggers a little bit. You got a great relationship with like all the blogs in the city, Rhino, me, Street Nerds,
Victuals.
What was who was the other one?
Street City Hollow.
Nah, him too, but nah, who was dude that you did an interview with? The name's on the tip of my tongue. I'm probably gonna cut this up.
Damn, that's what I was talking.
Ferg. What he runs the Banana Clip.
Banana Clip. Yep.
Yeah.
Scoop for it a little bit.
You've done a lot of interviews. You know what I'm saying. You got a good relationship with the blogs. I never see you hating. You'll be real with a blog. You'll tell them your true feelings and shit, but you'll never be hating and talking shit like that.
Because that shit, all y'all helped me grow, man. And to be honest, like, there really isn't no. I don't understand why people that are trying to help us have a platform to become a bigger music city. I don't know why you would be mad about that. You know what I'm saying? If you don't feel like you're getting enough shine, man, you got to work harder.
No, that's real.
How you doing?
Hello.
You got to work harder, and then 2, on top of it, like I said, like you gotta tap in, and if you gotta pay, you gotta pay. Everybody thinks that like they're big enough that, you know what I'm saying? Every artist has a different relationship with every blogger. Like, why would you get a free interview when people don't even know who you are, type of shit?
Right.
If you put something on, did something for you for free, and you get 24 views, that was a lost cause. You know what I'm saying?
Right. No,
so until you can like have the traffic where you should be able to get stuff for cheaper or something like that, man, you just gotta pay.
I like how you break it down, because that's basically as simple as it gets. A lot of people, you know, they think it's deeper than that. Like, people were hating on them and shit like that.
Nah, man. If you ain't if you ain't got no noise, I mean, you shouldn't be expecting nothing for free, or even nothing discounted. Because at the end of the day, you're not bringing nothing. There's no value being brought to the table, so you shouldn't expect to not pay what it's. You know what I'm saying? Pay the cost.
No, that's real.
Like, you got people that, you know what I'm saying, that you fuck with because
they're staples and they're giants in the city. You're not gonna treat them like an average artist, but an average artist, you gotta understand, like, it's not a hate type of thing. Like, you don't have enough eyes on your page, enough eyes on your music to be sustainable for me to
go out of my way.
Yeah, for it to make sense. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day,
make it make sense. Facts.
Yeah.
All right, man. All right, it's 50 years of hip hop. We just celebrated that, you know what I'm saying, the other day. What has hip hop done for you, man?
I mean, shit. It gave me, to be honest, after sports, I feel like I was kind of like lost for a minute.
Yeah.
Trying to figure out how to compete still, and like, I don't know, man. Something to just keep my head out the streets, to be honest with you. I didn't know what to do. Once I got done with sports, you know what I'm saying, I started getting a lot of trouble and shit. And music kind of just took me away from all that, you know what I'm saying? So hip hop changed my life for sure.
No, that's real. Who do you feel like is the most influential rapper on your whole career? Whether that's something you listened to growing up to now,
Lil Wayne,
whoever.
for sure.
Lil Wayne. What about Lil Wayne?
Man, I just feel like in general he just changed how hip hop is. Like, you know what I'm saying? He was like, to me, it was his bars at first that made me really fuck with him. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He's one of those type of people you get, like, you know, when I was in 8th, 9th, 10th grade, like playing sports and shit, everybody on the team knew every one of his words word for word. Like, he had like a cult following.
Right.
But then he was like one of the first people who started doing auto-tune. He started skateboarding. He started changing shit so like people like Thug could come behind him and it wasn't like as weird. Like, he was willing to take chances and shit like that. And I just feel like he was smart. He was intelligent with his marketing and shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Everybody, if you think about it with music in general over time, usually when there's like an error, people do the same thing, right?
Right.
Like now, like there's certain pockets of music that everybody just raps just like that. So when you have somebody that stands out from the crowd, even if it takes a while for people to catch up on it, you know what I'm saying? Or like really tune into what they doing. Like, to me, Thug was like that too, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
He was doing shit before it was like popular to do that.
Right.
So
no, for
they
sure,
stood out. So like,
yeah.
to me, that's really good marketing. That's really good. Like, you're gonna get a lot of good promo off of that, because if you think about it, if you go to a YouTube video, there's not even dislikes no more. So you can't.
I kind of wish that didn't happen.
Yeah,
like,
me too.
I wish they showed like.
Me too, but you can't differentiate a person coming to that video because they like the song or they're hating on it.
Right.
Because some of the craziest things is, to me, like, I done got put up on music before because somebody told me how ass somebody's music was, and they showed it to me, and I ended up fucking with it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
As long as people are talking about you, like they always say, man, like, there's no bad promo. You know what I'm saying?
No, that's real. That's real. Okay, man. What do you feel like is the other staples in Aurora, like besides this spot, like as far as like the music culture and everything like that?
Staples, like as far as people, or like
staples as far as people, but also just like the different areas of Aurora, like that. You know, a lot of the rappers out here grew up on.
Aurora's big, man. Like, Aurora's big, so like, you know what I'm saying. As far as culture, like type of shit, I feel like niggas like 100 Rack 6, L Keys. They don't get enough, like, for our section, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't feel like they don't get enough love all the time. Like, those are some people that made me want to really fuck around with this shit like that, you know what I'm saying? Rest in peace, my nigga Brock. That nigga was another big staple. Rest in peace, my nigga Broadway. Like, niggas that know who I'm talking about type of shit. And those are like big people in this area.
Right.
But I feel like niggas like 6 and Keys made it where niggas like me, 100 Pack, Polo, shit. I'm trying to forget nobody from the turf, but
there's a lot of
GPB, Real One, Rowdy, like, you know what I'm saying? Case, even though Case ain't from this area, but he's tapped in with us real heavy, and like we tapped in with them too. You know what I'm saying?
It seems like a lot of the people from the Park Hills, Montbellas, the East Side really be tapped in with Aurora too, because like gentrification.
I mean, and then too, it's like we all got family on different sides. Like, it's big, but it ain't that big. You know what I'm saying? A lot of East Side, a lot of niggas from the East Side, they got cousins from Park Hill. You know what I'm saying? A lot of Park Hill niggas got family out here. Like, and then too, like now with gentrification and shit, Aurora is starting to become a hub. You're gonna see East Side niggas, Park Hill niggas, Montbella. Everybody comes out here now. You know what I'm saying? So
you don't have to answer this if you don't want to, but you just reminded me. In Chicago, I've been watching a lot of interviews like with rappers will be like have ops on the other side and shit, like in their own family. Like,
that shit happens.
Is that?
I feel like in Colorado, I feel like Colorado gangbanging is a little different than a lot of places, because I've seen a lot of shit get de-escalated just for the simple fact that like we have respect for each other. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not finna, I don't care what hood I'm from, I'm not finna let you tear down my little brother. Like, y'all catch him on your own on a different day type of shit, but this ain't happening right here. Like, I done got blessed a few times in those type of situations. Like niggas looked out because they knew who I was, type of shit, and they was from another hood. You feel me? So
yeah,
I feel like in other states that shit is
it's a little different.
It's a little different, man. Colorado gangbanging, I feel like it's, and I respect this shit, and I feel like a lot of people should start doing this. It's more about money and shit. Like
that's real.
You know what I'm saying? Now then, it's not as much about like no color and what side you from. Like, I'll fuck with a nigga from the east side, Park Hill, Montbello, anywhere, west side.
Right.
You feel me? If it's about some money, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like it's turning into that, and I'm just only speaking from
your perspective.
My section. You feel me? Because I know like on the west side, it's a whole different type of thing. I can't speak on Park Hill and Park Hill and the east side. I got a lot of family and shit over there too, so I kind of understand it, but I can only really speak on what I see. And a lot of Aurora niggas fuck with everybody. Like, you know what I'm saying? Rest in peace, my nigga Chop. Like, we got niggas like Case, you know what I'm saying? Like, we're tapped in with a lot of different people from a lot of different areas, especially on some money shit, man. That's really what it's about. You feel me?
No, that's real. And I like that you said that too. And to go off that, I was watching the Jim Jones interview last night or the night before, and he was talking about
on the Bobby podcast.
No, it was. Did they already post that one?
No, I didn't. That's what I thought you was talking about at first. I haven't seen him do no other interview.
No, he did one with. It was some pop platform in New York, but he was talking about like how back when he was coming up, it was just getting money. You know what I'm saying? But then
that's what it should be about.
Now he said like the main difference between now and then is like a lot of kids in New York, they be, you know, drill, ops, this, that, and the third.
mean,
but like I like that you said that about Denver, because it's like, you know, not to say people ain't on whatever they on, but like, you know, it's about money.
Niggas on it, and then too, like you gotta think about it. I'm a little older and shit, so like I feel like after a while, like when you young, I get it. Like, you know what I'm saying? If you're gonna really be in the streets, you gotta earn stripes, man. You gotta do what the fuck you gotta do. Like, don't get it twisted. Like, niggas still be sliding this shit out here. But I just feel like when you get older, like I put like this. If you have good big homies, they're gonna teach you the right way. You feel me?
Right.
I'm not gonna tell my little nigga go chop this nigga down and do all this bullshit. You can do whatever you need to do, you know what I'm saying? Get your stripes or whatever, but I'm gonna put a pack in his hand and, you know what I'm saying, tell him how to get some money, take care of his family, take care of himself. You feel me? I feel like that's just more important. Like, I want my niggas to have rings and, you know what I'm saying, Benzes and, you know what I'm saying, living good type of shit. That's to me is way more important. Like, that jail shit's for birds, bro. That just means you got caught, don't mean you tough, none of that shit. Like, I hate jail. Niggas, I hate seeing my niggas die over dumb shit. Like, I just feel like the money is the most important thing, and if niggas disagree with me and shit, I mean, that's your opinion, but I just feel like that's the most important thing. Like, you know what I'm saying, rep your turf and all that shit, but man, get some fucking money at the end of the day, because man, when you sit down, bro, I'm telling you, people forget about you and shit, man. So
hell yeah,
really all you got is what you can fucking sit on. So
I seen so the other day I was asking about like the most memorable moments in Colorado hip hop, right? And I seen I think it was Albiz for She's, or it might have been L Keys. They posted the ACO ball on my status. Yeah. Did you go to that? What was that like? Or did you hear about it?
No, I've heard
about it. Because that shit looked lit.
I know about the ACO ball, but no, I think I was, you know what I'm saying? I'm a little bit younger than them too, so that's kind of a little bit before my time. But shit, there's a lot of shit. Like, there's a lot of legends out here, man. I feel like, damn, I can't think of his name right now. Oh, he's like a rapper that came here from Texas and shit. He don't rap no more. Damn, I really wish I could remember his name. But he used to fuck around with G6 and L Keys. Yeah. Albies for She's gets slept on a lot. Really, the whole town, I feel like, needs to give Ike and the people he was fucking with hella respect. Like, I feel like those are the people that really kind of put Colorado rap like on the map. Like, you feel me? And then the next generation behind that was 6, L Keys, Priest, AP.
Is Priest from here too, or no? He's from Denver, Aurora, or do you know?
I'm not sure. I think Priest. I'm pretty sure Priest went to Gateway. Don't quote me on that, but I think Priest is from Aurora.
Yeah, because he was tapped in with the Box Boys back.
Yeah, the Box Boys. Those niggas. Yeah, because Trev
been out here. Yeah,
that was Rocky G5 back in the day. That's all nigga I'll be knowing. Yeah, but he was snapping since way back then. But like, yeah, like those are the niggas I was looking up to when I came up. You feel me? So I feel like the niggas before them was like CAC, Interstate Ike, Jewy, Hawkman from the Bellows.
Yeah. Hawkman's hard, yeah.
There's a lot of older, you know, people that influenced the next generation. Was like I said, was the Box Boys, and everybody knows them. Like, they took it to the level that now there's a million rappers. Like, when they was out, it was very uncommon to like really hear niggas that had like decent music in Colorado type of shit. Right. And there were some more people, like, you know what I'm saying, there's some Park Hill niggas sprinkled in there, some East Side niggas. There's so many people I can't remember everybody's name. So if I forgot you, man, It ain't no disrespect.
Yeah.
But even like for me, like I grew up listening to Case music, but he was in prison for so long. It took him a while to get back out. Now he got back out and he's on a run.
He's been
right
going
now.
crazy. I give him his respect.
For sure.
What I'm saying? We were chopping it up yesterday, actually.
Yeah, Case is cool as fuck, man. And then I respect like his work ethic, and then he's trying to make power moves for a unit. You feel me? Like I'm a YG nigga too. You feel me? So, man, like there's just a lot of good shit going on in Colorado right now, man. I'm tapping with everybody out here, bro. Like,
okay, what'd you think about my? It's not really a list, but just what I posted. I don't know if you've seen it about like top 9 most memorable moments in hip hop history. I brought up the
Heart in
Whoop.
the Hills shit.
Yeah, the Heart in the Hills, the Whoop. There it is.
Yep, that was hella big.
Yeah, MNLD.
Yep, that's Interstate Icon.
Yeah. Box Day Baby with Savvy.
Yep, I
tried to do something for every side.
Yep,
I did.
You did the shit for the
FDP,
Hispanic people and shit. Yeah, and that changed a lot of shit too, cause. Bruh, if you really think about it, I feel like one of the biggest portions of Colorado music right now is the Hispanic scene.
Right.
That's why I've been tapping in with them heavy, because bro, they show love, bro. Like,
right. They feel like slept on, and I feel like
I don't think they slept on.
Well, I feel like they big out of state and they big in their sections, but I feel like the wide whole scene, like I'm gonna just keep it real, like the DJs and shit like that, the main DJs that you think of, I feel like they don't really tapping into like the Hispanic music, and I mean, I can't blame them.
Not everything's for everybody though.
I can't blame them.
Like, this is what I would say, like, right, so there's motherfuckers that have profited off of this music shit, like, you know what I'm saying, Lil Nate, Lil Travi, like these niggas is getting millions and millions of views. So there's people that get their music played in Colorado clubs and shit, but they don't get the same type of what is the word for it? The analytics don't match up to what they're getting. You feel me? So who gives a fuck if Colorado's fucking with you? We don't have a big music market yet.
Right.
We're growing to get there and shit, but if you got motherfuckers fucking with you out of town where you don't even need Colorado to get 1 million+ views, that's love. So if the only thing you worried about is city love, that's dumb as fuck. Like,
that's fair.
Go somewhere and go where people fuck with your music. That's why people need to look at the analytics too. Like, cause it'll show you, like, I'm getting plays from here, this state, I'm getting this many numbers from here.
Right.
Go find a club out there, set up out there, and do shows in different places. You know what I'm saying? Colorado is not the end all be all, man.
No, that's valid. And I shouldn't even say that. They might feel slept on because it's their job too to tap in. So it goes both ways.
Yeah, it is. But I can understand why they would feel that way, because you got to think about it. With the numbers and shit they doing, and them not getting, like, you know what I'm saying, the shows and the recognition from Colorado artists. But to each his own, like, you know what I'm saying? There's people like out here like Flowbots, you feel me?
Right.
They're doing huge shit in music, but that's not what everybody's listening to right now. You feel me?
Right.
So if you don't like a certain style of music, then people ain't gonna tap in with it. You know what I'm saying? So
that's real.
I feel like that shit doesn't really even matter, because I feel like perfect case of scenario was me. I make a lot of different type of music, and some people be like, yeah, this nigga Big Grit's pretty hard. Some people be like, this nigga's ass.
Right.
But to me, that shit doesn't deter me at all. Like, that's your opinion, and everybody's allowed to have that shit. You feel me? So I just feel like if you're just working and shit, and especially if you're doing numbers like they doing, you shouldn't get offended by that shit, man. Like,
no, that's real.
If you want to get more city love, tap in with the DJs, man. Throw them a couple dollars and see. I bet you they'll do something.
No, that's facts. What do you think are the most memorable moments in Colorado hip hop history?
Shit, I would say Heart in the Hills is one of them for sure. I'll probably take it back. One of my favorite songs I used to always listen to is what's the name of the song from Interstate 8? 5-5 Bill Side Money Gang. Like, that shit was a slap for forever, and everybody knew that shit.
Yeah.
I feel like when G6 made Bread Junkie, that was a big ass song. But, like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know, bro. There's so many different moments I could think of that are like huge. Like, shit. I would say when Priest was doing those,
the Priest had to be
when he had those college tours and shit, that was like the first time I seen anybody really getting consistent big shows.
Was it with Dizzy Wright or who was
Dizzy
it?
Wright, he had one with Kid
Ink.
Ink. Yeah, like he was the first person I seen doing shit like that, like really branching out. I mean, not even just him though, because Six had the feature with E40 back in the day. That was a big moment. Like, you feel me? So I don't know, and I'm fucking with 100 Pack. I feel like he's doing big ass numbers and just kind of came out of nowhere and just kind of took over. But I feel like his energy and like his aura is infectious. You feel me? Like, that's what makes me fuck with him. If you ever go see him live, he's fucking crazy. Ray's crazy live. Like, those are the type of things that make you get a lot of fans and shit too. Like,
hell yeah.
I feel like people think it's like they're too above paying or, like, you know what I'm saying, promoting to get into a show and shit like that. But for one, you get more content doing that shit, and for two, like, you know what I'm saying, you build a lot of fans when people come see you live. Like,
Right.
I feel like that shit kind of changed my career a lot too. Like, more people tapping with my music after seeing me at a live performance and shit. You feel me? So
No, that's real. Did you? I know you weren't at the Record Breaker show, right?
I wasn't able to make it to that shit.
Reed went crazy, Savvy went crazy, a lot of people went crazy. What was your like opinion on that, or did you see?
I think that shit was just huge for the city, man. Like I said, we're growing to try to become a bigger market in music. So I think those type of exposures and things like that are very, very fucking important. I just feel like overall for the scene, though, I feel like as far as artists and people that tap in and love Colorado music, we got to start filling these venues up to make it look the right type of way. You feel me?
Facts. No, yeah, because that was dope just to have a couple A&Rs from Atlantic and Rock Nation.
Yeah,
we don't get those opportunities.
Put some eyes down. Just get put some eyes on the city.
And just to learn, like,
was it big? Was it pretty packed?
A lot of people were there. I met Young Doe for the first time there. Me and him chopped it up.
Yeah, that's another. I just fucking down there. Forgot all about it, Young Doe.
Well, he's with MNLD anyway.
Yeah, that's true. But I'm just saying, him individually though, he's
one of them.
He's one of them ones. Nike Nitty.
Yep, Nitty. Yep.
Yep. Like, there's just a lot of people. That's what I'm saying. Like, I just feel like I've been living Colorado hip hop for so long that, like, man, I show love to all the OGs. Anybody in this shit doing it, man. Like, just taking it for real. That's not a hobby to you, man. Fucking hit me up, man. Let's work. I don't even be caring about no money for no features, none of that shit. Like, I feel like if your music's good, like, it's good networking. Like, you feel me? If you got a fan base, I got a fan base, and we make a dope ass song, then your people gonna hear it, and then my people gonna hear it, and it's gonna help us all grow. Like, I feel like there's so much talent out here that needs to be kind of more like a Mando type of thing.
No, for sure. Yeah.
Like, the people that are actually making noise need to tap in with each other so we can fucking grow this shit big, man.
Hell yeah, man. How do you feel like? You feel like it's getting bigger? Like, there's been some dope recent improvements recently, or
I feel like there's more collabs. I feel like there's more collabs, and I feel like there's a lot more growth that needs to happen. But shit, Colorado used to be like I think I said this in the last interview, used to not be like a cool thing to say, like,
you're rapping.
I'm a Colorado rapper. Like, I feel like it's becoming more popular, and that's why I feel like there's a million rappers out here now, because it's like becoming like a thing. You know what I'm saying? It used to be like a way smaller market, or a smaller amount of people that you would hear. So I feel like the blogs is doing their job, the producers, the engineers, the artists, everybody's building up this big ass pot where, like, now there's something, like, you feel me, to come look at out here. So I feel like this shit's working, man. I really do.
How do you feel like, and this will be my last question before, like, shout outs and shit, but how do you feel like Mile High Minute impacted the scene or your career?
Shit, you already know how it impacted my career, man. That shit helped me a fucking lot. Like, just me getting in those tournaments and shit. Like, people, I feel like they get too, like, in their feelings about where their spots are, or, like, we talked about, like, the list. Like, to me, getting on the list was the important part, because all them people see is the list.
Right, they see everyone on there.
Yeah, they just see the people. So, like, you know what I'm saying? If people think, you know, the people that fuck with you gonna always argue. And I feel like arguments, if they're...
It creates a conversation.
Yeah, it creates a conversation. So I feel like it's a good thing. But that should help me out a lot. It got me a lot more visibility and shit like that. And I just feel like, overall, any artist that kind of got blessed by the platform like that, it fucking helps. And, like, I understand that's... like this. Like, this is the best way I can describe it. People wouldn't be so mad about your platform if it was nothing. They wouldn't even care about it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So the people that are not getting on it or getting as much love on there as they expect that they should get, they only feel like that because it is working. You feel me? Like,
right.
I feel like that shit helps a lot, and it just helps the scene grow. Like, you done brought fucking artists out here too. Like, you feel me? You done did interviews with big ass people. You feel me? So it's giving Colorado, like, it's legitimizing the scene. You feel me? Overall, you need bloggers, you need engineers. Like, the scene is more than just the rappers. Like, you have to have everybody. You have to have the promoters. There's people off the scene that help the scene grow. So I feel like all the blogs, like, not just you. I feel like obviously everybody knows you're the biggest one. So I feel like that's huge. But it's all of that together is making the scene a thing. Right. Because we didn't used to have none of that.
No, for sure. Shout out all the platforms out here.
Man, shout out everybody.
Anyone behind the scenes, the engineers, videographers. We wouldn't have it without y'all, obviously.
Hell no, man. So that's another thing too. The production is coming to Colorado. That's what I'm saying. People sleep on the engineers like a lot.
Right.
Shit, I gotta shout out my nigga FL and Food Chain too, man. I think a lot of people forget about them sometimes when you think about, like, legends in the city type of shit. Like, they do dumb numbers.
Yeah, Francois, man.
Man, shout out to everybody behind the scenes doing shit. Like I said, Fresh Films, fucking all the videographers, everybody that's not an artist, all the producers, man, we got to give them more love and shit too, man. The artists get all the shine, and we're the forefront, but the people in the back is pushing us up there. You feel me? So I feel like those people got to get more shine and a lot more love and shit too, or at least a little recognition. I feel like too, as far as platforms and shit, I feel like that'll be another thing that I would say that would like give you like a little different little niche. You know what I'm saying? Start doing shit with the videographers, start doing shit with the engineers.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because they'll give you a good insight of who they think is dope and shit like that too. Because especially the engineers,
right?
They know what's
in
good.
The studio every day.
Yeah, they're in there with us, so they're gonna be able to tell you who works hard, who's good, who's bad, who they think can blow, all that shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? I feel like that'll be some dope ass interviews too. Because then you can incorporate the engineers with the artists they fuck with too. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah. All right, man. Well, shit, this been a legendary interview, man. We live right off Mississippi and Sable in the heart of Aurora. Y'all know what the fuck we at, man. 7-Eleven. Talk to him, man.
Best motherfucking podcast in the world, nigga. Go tap the fuck in, man.
Yeah, man. Where can people find you on the Instagram and all that? You already know.
Shit, man. I gotta fucking start getting better with the social media, but for now, man, just big_grit on Instagram, and then Big Grit on YouTube. Big Grit on fucking all platforms with the music, man. 10 tapes on there, man. Go check something out. I got something for everybody.
Hell yeah, man. Make sure y'all go follow Big Grit on everything: Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube. All that links will be in the description of this interview. Make sure you go stream that. Big Grit for President. Fucking all the tapes.
Yeah.
You know
Big
what
Grit for President 3, man. The trilogy, man.
All of them. All the fucking tapes. Go watch the videos.
Yes,
man.
Sir.
Honestly, bro, I'd say you, as far as dropping music, top 3, top 5 hardest worker in the city right now. So
shit.
I can't do
be
nothing
hard pressed to find 3 that do more.
Yeah, no.
I mean, shit, I'm on my 3rd tape for the year.
What up, man? Yeah. You want to say something?
You want to say something for the camera, man?
Yeah, nah. Are you sure? Sorry. Just shout out Big Grit. Shout out Mile High Minute.
Mile High Minute.
Mile High Minute. Say shout out Mile High Minute.
Shout out to Mile High Minute.
Yeah. That works, man.
Yeah,
man, Big Grit, Mile High Minute's for the culture, man. We out here.
Yeah, we out here in the streets, man.
Hell yeah. Well, I appreciate
shout out
you.
my nigga, bro. Appreciate you putting me on again, man. For real, for real.
No problem. I appreciate you, man. Make sure y'all hit that like button, comment down below your favorite Big Grit song. Hit that subscribe button, hit that bell button, stay notified when all latest news drops. Mile High Minute, #1 blog in the universe.
Big V's.
We out. Appreciate you.
Yes, sir.